Hey guys, I just want to create a tutorial. I had some issues a while back for some Synty retargeting, and there's actually I think it was like a bug report or something in the Discord that explains how to do some of the fixes. It's all in text. There was no video, so I thought I'd do a video of a way that I found that was just slightly easier than doing what they suggested. Nothing wrong with doing it the way that they suggested. Props to them. It's amazing that they figured it out. I wouldn't have been able to do this without knowing what they showed me. So this is just to kind of improve it and to make it a little bit faster if you're to like restart projects over and over and over again. What happened was is when I retargeted to Synty and I equipped the or added the animation blueprint to the player character. When you go to walk around and stuff, certain animations they would like balloon your character and make them really large. Making it really awkward, and I didn't find it in just this project that it happens. I found it across multiple different projects. What it is some of the animations that are used in some of the other projects have additive animations applied to some of the animations. So it would take like the aim offset front and apply that as an additive to the other aim offsets. I don't know if that makes sense to you. What that does is it just kind of takes that base pose and adds the new animation into that base pose to allow it to kind of hold the same position, but allow you to move around and look around and stuff based off that initial pose. I probably butchered that explanation. If you got a better way of explaining it, go ahead and comment or yeah. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to retarget the Jess character into a Unreal Engine 5 mannequin. This will apply to any, um, I guess, asset that you have that's Unreal Engine 5. I will also do it to Synty. I'll pause the video, I'll put timestamps in here, so it'll say like Unreal Engine 5, and then the next part will be Synty, and then the last part will be the change the additives, and the change the additives are going to work for both Unreal Engine 5 and Synty. Even Unreal Engine 4, it's all going to be basically the same, but I'll just show the steps anyway for each mannequin. So, yeah, just look for the timestamps and you can skip ahead or go back to whichever step you need. So first off, I guess, yeah, let's get started. I'm going to go to the maps folder just so I don't show too much of this pack for people that don't own it. That's not the intentions. I'm just showing you how to retarget characters. This will work in any project. So I'm just going to go to this map here as a test. So if I hit play, so if I walk around, you can see it's Jess, right? So let's get this into the Unreal Engine 5, and then I'll show a Synty method as well. Okay, so first off, what you're going to want to do is add your Unreal Engine 5 characters to your project. For me, all I'm going to do is just click on Content, Add Feature or Content Pack, and I'm just going to add the third person template because it comes with the Unreal Engine 5 mannequin. So now that that's added, what I'm going to want to do is start the retarget process. So you can do this in a couple different ways. What I'm going to do is I'll open this up, go to characters, Jess, animations, and I'm just going to find one animation. Doesn't matter which one. It'll list them all anyway. So I'll click on the first one. You want to go to retarget animations. Now it's going to list all of the animations that you want. So now you're going to want to select the target skeletal mesh. So I'm going to do Manny. So now it's got Manny or simple Manny. We'll just click the first one, Manny. Okay. So now what you can do is you can auto-generate a retargeter. If you do, you just export the retargeter assets and save it to a folder that you're going to remember. So what I'll do in here is I'm actually create a folder. And we'll just do retargeted animals. I'm actually going to open this up and I'm going to just kind of prep it for the Synty and stuff too. So we'll do UE5 Synty And you could do whatever, another one, UE4 if you want. I won't show UE4. There's a pack on the Discord for ESRPG that has all of the UE4 stuff. You can just copy it and drag it into the project where it suggests, and it'll work right out of the box. So we're going to retarget to the UE5. So I'm going to open up the UE5. I'm going to do the retargeter. I guess I can put an RTG. Okay, so we'll put the rigs in here. And then the actual animations is I'll put the anims in here. Okay, so now I will go back to this folder here. So if I want, I'll do both methods just to show you. So auto generate retargeter. I'm going to do the export retarget assets. I'm going to select the folder that I made. It's in the Unreal Engine 5, and I'm going to put the RTG in here. So I'll export. Now it has created the IK rig and the retargeter. So now what you want to do is you want to just double check this here to make sure everything looks like it's all lining up. Test the different animations. So yeah, it looks like it's all working and it's all syncing properly. And fingers, you want to do some adjustments if you need to, but it all looks relatively good to me. Okay, so you could use this auto generated. I'm going to leave it called auto generated, but you'd want to rename it to whatever you want. But since I've added this characters pack, or the third person pack, into this, if you click on characters, I believe, mannequins, rigs, you've got the retargeter here, but you're going to want to generate them anyway, because in the other folder here with the auto generated, it's going to create the one for Jess as well. So you need this anyway, because this pack doesn't come with one. So let's just use this auto generated one, but you could also select the other one that was in the characters folder. So essentially I will open this up and use the auto generated one. So now I can uncheck this and I'll find that auto generated one. So there, now I've got Jess going into the Unreal Engine 5 mannequin. So now what I want to do is I want to select all these animations. You can hit Control A or just Shift Select. Now there should be 488 animations, blend spaces, and yada yada yada. Should have aim offsets, all the montages, the two animation blueprints. Export. We'll go to do their Unreal Engine 5. Now we'll go to the animations folder. I like to put a suffix on the end of it, because if you don't, it's going to keep the same names. So when you go to actually replace them in the project, you're going to have like 2 ABP Jess IK and 2 ABP Jesses. But to tell the difference quickly, if you add something to the end of it, it's going to list it almost directly below in the drop down list when you're changing animations. So if you're changing the Jess rifle shoot, you click on you click on it to change the animation. It's going to show you the animation that you have, Jess rifle shoot, and directly underneath it should be the Jess idle shoot, and then the suffix on the end of it. So it should be really fast to change. So anyway, for the suffix, I like to put retargeted. So we've got retargeted. Now you're going to want to hit export, so it's going to export into the animations folder. And I like to just keep this selected every time. You don't need to do it, I don't think, but anyway, export. Now we're just going to wait for them to export. Okay, so now that we have all the animations, you're gonna want to save them all. So I just hold Control Shift S for saving them all. Sorry if this video is really long. Like I said, I'll have timestamps so that you can see the different skip around and stuff. So anyway, we've got all the animations here. Now, to do the aim offsets, I guess we'll do that in a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to add the just a Synty pack, just so I can do the retargeting for that, and then I can show the next step. So go ahead and skip if you're using an Unreal Engine 5 Mannequin. Go ahead and find the timestamp where something to do with changing additives or something. I don't know. Just skip the Synty part. I don't know what I'll name it quite yet, but anyway, I'll be right back, and then I'll do the Synty stuff. Okay, so I have added the Polygon prototype pack. Now, I'll try and show you what I just did with the Unreal Engine 5. It's going to be basically the same process, except Synty skeletons kind of have a weird, messed up thing, so I might end up installing a plugin. I'll show you which plugin I use to help through the process. So if I go into the Polygon prototype and I go to meshes and characters, you can see that I've got a few different Synty meshes here that you can use. As long as they all share the same skeleton or whatever. You might have to do multiple retargets if they have different skeletons, but anyway, so let's just get the name of one of these. So let's use, I don't know, I like these dummy looking ones here. So we'll get the name, we'll copy it. Go back to the Easy Survival folder, characters, Jess, animations. We're going to do the same thing. So we're going to right click on this one and we're going to go with retarget animations. Now we're going to select the name that I just copied and pasted. So I want this dummy male. Okay, so now it's saying not using auto retargeted. So I want to create a retargeter for this one. So we'll do the same thing. We'll do this. Where did I put that? Retargeted, Synty. Let's make a new folder. Can't remember what I named that one. Oh, RTG and Anims. So we'll do RTG. I'll change that new folder to the Anims here in a minute. So we'll select the RTG and we'll click export. Okay, so now we've got the 3. Technically don't need this one, but whatever, I'll just leave it. Okay, so we're going to want to open up the retargeter. And we're going to check this out, and we'll do the same thing. We'll just find animation and make sure that it all looks like it's lining up. Okay, so you can see the fingers and all that stuff don't look like they're lining up. And that's because the index finger and one of the middle fingers aren't in the IK. So what we're going to want to do is we'll just quickly add those. I'm going to pause that, open this up, close that. Okay, so now we'll open this up. Now we can see that they're not in here. So we'll go to thumb. Thumb's done. We're going to want to do basically the same thing. So let's move this to here. We'll open up the Jess one. And we're going to basically want to add them similar to this here. So let's go to the index finger. So it's just called left index. We'll copy that. Go into here, right click, new retarget chain. And this is called left index. Perfect. So let's add a chain. We've got that one now. This one here is finger, I can't read that, finger 1 to finger 4, which I believe is the middle finger. Yes. So we want to put this as the middle finger. We'll find the middle finger. And this is the left middle finger. Okay, so we'll right click, select your target chain, and we'll put left middle. Perfect. Now we'll do this with the right hand. So this is going to be right index. And this one is going to be the right middle. Okay, that looks like it's done. IK bones we don't need to do. Those we don't need to do. Okay, so we'll save it, close it, go back into here. Now we should have them all in here. Let's see. Click root. Set translation mode to globally scaled. Let's try one of these animations again. No. Okay, well, you're gonna have to follow another tutorial on how to retarget the Synty characters. I think TCMabe has a plugin that you can install for this. I think I have it, but I'm not going to use it right now. I just want to show you how to get the animations from blowing up and stuff. So we'll skip that. But now that we have this here, we're going to want to do the same thing for the Synty character. Disconnect this. We'll go to the new auto-generated one. We'll select all these animations. Export. We'll put them in the new folder. Actually, maybe let's just rename that real quick so it's not confusing. Okay, so for the Unreal Engine 5 character, I've already added a suffix to them called retargeted, so I'm just going to change it slightly for the Synty characters. So we'll put it in the animation folder, and the suffix I'm just going to put as Synty. And I apologize for the retargeting there for the Synty, but this isn't a retargeting video for Synty. It's just to show you how to fix the animation blueprint. So I could do a tutorial on Synty if you really want me to, and I can get the stuff properly set up for the IK and all the bones and everything. So we'll hit export. Okay, so now that once it has saved all the animations, you'll just want to hit Control-Shift-S to save them all, or go File, Save All. Okay, so once they save, we're going to go to... I'll show you as an example with both characters, or with both new retargeted animations on what the issue probably is going to be that you encounter and that we're going to fix. So go to Blueprints, Characters, the base, and you're going to want to select the character player. Once this opens up, we'll go to the viewport. I'm gonna hide these temporarily, so all of these we'll just kind of set the visibility to turn them off, just so we can deal with the main mesh here. You can add the clothing and all that stuff later. So anyway, we will go to this one, remove it. I'll show you Manny first. So you can see it's all mangled. Now we'll select the new retargeted one, which is the Jess retargeted for the Unreal Engine 5. Here's the Synty one. So we'll go the retargeted, and you can see it blows up the whole character, which just looks crazy. Looks even funnier when you're in the world. So yeah, see? So when you jump and stuff, it's just ridiculous. Unless, you know, you want this as a bug in your game. This is how you want your game to look. Doubt it. Okay, now let's test out the Synty one real quick. So we'll do the dummy. And I did dummy male. Okay, so this is the blown up weird version for some of the Synty characters that you're going to run into. So we'll change this to Synty. And yeah, this is kind of what you're going to run into. It might not be 100% this exact way. So anyway, let's fix this. The fastest way is to change the additives, okay? If you want to do it by text, just go to the Discord for ESRPG, and you can follow the instructions there, but I'm going to show you how to do it through this video. So the best way that I found is I was told to open up each aim offset and change certain things and yada yada yada. It's essentially the same thing. However, let's do the Unreal Engine 5 first. However, this method I find is a lot faster, and you can kind of compare them at the same time. So I'm going to select just showing the animation sequences in these retargeted animation folder. So now it's going to show this. It won't have montages or blend spaces or animation blueprints in here. And once they're all selected, you want to hit the first one and hit Control A or Shift all the way down, or scroll all the way down, Shift, select the last one. Once these are open, you're going to want to go to the Asset Actions, Edit and Property Matrix. Okay, so we'll set this up here. Now, if we go back to Easy Survival, oops, turn this off. Go to Characters, Jess, Animations. Now we'll select the same thing, Animation Sequence. Select them all. Do the same thing, Asset Actions, Edit and Property Matrix. Now, this one on the right here is going to be Jess's, and the other one is the Unreal Engine 5. So I split it into two screens so that you can see this better, okay? Now, in the Discord, these are the additive anim types here. You can see it says mesh space, mesh space, mesh space. Excuse me. And then a lot of them say no additives. Here's another one for mesh space, no additives. A whole bunch of other ones. You can see some of them have enable root motion. These ones here may not have the root motion. I see a couple. If these have root motion, you're probably going to want to check the root motion on each of these and compare the differences. However, what we're focusing on is that balloon type stuff, okay? So what you're going to want to do, oops, is we'll start at the top and we'll change them as we go down. So here you can see it starts with aim offset L. So we'll go with aim offset L. I don't know why D's not there. Oh, whatever. Start with L, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ends in U. So this one ends in U. So now we want all of these to match this, which are all mesh space. So we'll go to the additive settings, we'll go to additive anim type, we'll go mesh space. Now if you're to look over here in the additive settings for here, it's mesh space and then selected animation frame. So you go selected animation frame. Frame is 0, so that's all right. Now if you hover over this, it's going to tell you which additive base pose it uses, and it's Jess AO _ S. So that's going to be the oh, I see right here. It's no additive. So let's actually go to the S. You got to be careful with this. So we'll change this to no additive. Okay, so now we'll select them all except for that S. And we want to use that S as the additive for all of these. So now you're going to want to go to click this. Go AO _ S retargeted. So now this is going to be the additive. You click that, and now you just changed all these additives. Okay, so you can hit save now, but I like to leave these stars here until I'm done all of them. So now we'll go to the combat rifle, and we'll see that it's all of them selected right down to UR. So we'll go assault rifle down to UR. It's going to be the same thing. Mesh space. Animation frame 0. We're going to select it. This is going to be the rifle aim idle. Rifle aim idle. Retargeted. So that's combat rifle. We want combat assault rifle. So that would be probably this one. Yep, so we'll select that. Now those ones are done. Now we're going to find the next ones. Blunderbuss. All of those. Same thing. Mesh space. Animation frame. So now we'll type in blunderbuss. Sorry. Aim idle. So it should be this one. I think I added the Synty one. Oh, I didn't select one here. Okay, so that's done. Perfect. What did I do? Synty here? Nope, retargeted. Okay, now we'll move on to the next ones. Now, combat bow. So that'll be the shoot cycle for the bow. Mesh space, animation frame, bow, shoot, cycle, retargeted. Okay. Crossbow. Mesh space, animation frame, do crossbow, aim idle. Crossbow, aim idle. So this is why I have the retargeted here. It's like at the end of it, so now it's directly underneath. This is the current one that Jess is using, and this is the one we want. So, and then, yeah, it's just a lot easier to do that. I'll show you in the anim data table if I decide to include that in this video. Okay, so now grenade launcher. Oops. Just make sure you have the right one selected. Like, we don't want these aim reloads and stuff. Okay, so mesh space, animation frame again, 0. They're using grenade launcher, idle aim. Grenade launcher, idle aim. Perfect. And we move on. So just combat one-handed. Let's see. One-handed aim offset down. This one. So mesh space again. Animation frame. And they are using aim offset front. So we want this one. I believe it's the same thing. Yep. Hit additive. Just idle. What about this one? Now you're essentially going to want to do this with all the Synty characters and stuff too. I'm not going to show that in this video, but this is going to apply to the Synty retargeted assets we just did too. Okay, so all of these we need to change, which starts at D, ends at U. That's for the pistol. D, U. And that'll be pistol aim idle. Oops. Where's that one? Just A O D. Maybe that's one that was at the top. Yeah. Okay, so may as well do that one. And that is AOS. Okay, so now we're down here. Pistol's done. Now we'll scroll down again. Combat rifle aim. Rifle aim idle. So we don't want the combat assault rifle. We just want the combat rifle right here. This one. What else? We should be getting close. Right here, torch. See, the torch one, I was having issues. I didn't know how to do this. It wasn't mentioned in the Discord, so this is an additional one that has aim offsets. It says to do it to all aim offsets, but I didn't realize that the torch and all that stuff had to be done as well. But anyway, this is the way you'd want to do that. Torch, F to RU. Mesh space. Torch idle. And watering can. I don't think this one was mentioned either. Water can idle. And I believe that's it. Yeah, root motion. So I got all the root motions. So now that they're all done, you just select one, Control A, and then save all. Now it should save those retargeted Unreal Engine 5 animations. Now we've applied all the aim offsets. I may have missed one, so if it does balloon the character up, you'd obviously want to go find it in this one too. So we'll go back to the demo. Going to unselect this. Blueprints, characters, base, select this one, open this up. I'm going to do the Manny, obviously do the Synty character with the new Synty animation blueprint. So we'll select that one and we'll go Manny. And now you can see he's not all ballooned anymore. Okay, so now let's test it out. So yeah, it should all be proper now. Oh, something's not right. What did I miss? Jump works. Obviously, the other animations, attack, and all that stuff aren't going to work properly. So. Okay, so I accidentally selected the wrong animation blueprint. This is pulling the original manual, so my bad. Let's go to Jess Retargeted right here, this one. Okay, so now it's got the Jess animations. It shouldn't have the ballooning effect anymore. I apologize for that. Okay, so now when you're in, it shouldn't balloon doing anything. So you can see that the animations are a little funky, like the jump makes its spine ripple and stuff, but that's because you got to change the animations in the animation data table that comes with the ESRPG. But yeah, that's essentially how you retarget. So yeah, you punch, you can see its spine squishes and stuff. So to change out the animations, I guess I'll show you real quick. I don't remember where it's located, just bear with me for a second here. Right here. So to be this animation player, so you open this up and you want to start changing all the animations in here to the new Unreal Engine 5 or Synty. So I like to collapse this, hold shift and click this, and it expands it all so you can see everything. So now here's got the combat hands A1. So if you hit this drop down, A1, A2, A3, then it should start to the retargeted ones. So here's the A1 retargeted. So like I said, that's why I like putting retargeted at the end, so these stay the same, and this will always list after, and then Synty's after that. So it should be here. So you just select A1. I'll just do the common attacks real quick so that we can just show that the spine won't be crushed anymore. So now we want A2, and now A3. This one. Okay, so I'm going to save it. You're going to want to do it with every single one of these animations. So now we'll go back in. Now when we punch, the spine's proper. Once you do that with all the other animations, everything else will look good. So that's essentially how you retarget to any skeleton that you can import into Unreal Engine. Just you got to make sure you have the proper IK rigs and the proper retargeters, which can be a separate video if you guys want me to do an actual Synty IK rig setup and proper Synty retargeter or Unreal Engine 5. Like if you want me to do any retargeting videos, just comment on this video and yeah, request that you'd like another video similar to this but with more advanced features. I guess that's essentially it. I hope this helps you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, share this video if you want other people to know about this. Thanks.